Coffee! Let there be coffee! Or this thing is gonna implode, one of the two. It's an earthquake! Typhoon, the natural disasters! Everything is shaking right now, man. This coffee maker is about to do something. Hey! It's coffee! There we go! The Packer 5000 is in effect! Let there be coffee! Warriors, get amplified! Hey, my unit, what's up? Gold team! I see a lot of gold up in this chat. We made this channel members only, didn't we? I got a fresh hazelnut Dunkin'. A Dunkin' double shot. Keurig K-Cup, whatever you call it. I got the new machine rocking. It's the Green Bay Packer 5000. So I got a coffee brewing. There we go. That's about to be topped off. I got the gold team up in the chat. This live stream is for everybody. For every single one of my subscribers out there. For every single one of the Amplified Unit members. Whether you're a channel member or not. If you're just a subscriber to this channel, this is available to you guys to listen to or watch. It is the tube, so you can watch BC as well. But this is available to everybody as a show of appreciation to every single one of you guys. Now, I mean, I can already taste the coffee. Now, there's already been an amped up podcast, guys. That was up a few hours ago. Make sure you catch it. Over an hour of content. We talk about everything. The new actor strike, how it affects The Rock, how it affects John Cena. We talk about Vince McMahon claiming that Saudi Arabia is the new home of WWE. We talk about Bryan Danielson's injury. We talk about the Raw rating, the Dynamite rating. We talk everything. A new member in the bloodline, possibly. We talk a lot. Just a few hours ago, make sure you guys catch it. So this is just a bonus for all of you guys. Even if you're not a channel member, this is a bonus, a preview to Raw, and a way to say what's up. The chat is for my gold team. That's another perk for anybody with a gold card. That's another level of appreciation that I can show because that's the most badass of supporters. They chuck a coffee at the channel every single month. So that's why several times a month I make sure to do these type of streams. And I see a lot of you guys, man. Jane Donnelly's up in here. Eric Leno, who, by the way, I saw the membership, 10-month membership from Eric Leno. So ring that shit. The winner of this match, Eric Leno. We have JR9 Gaming up in here, my right-hand man on the channel. We got James Shrimp Fajitas, Big Nang, Dijon Sanders, Dave Mealy, Cassandra Love, showing the love. We also have Stegmeister. Stegmeister is, by the way, celebrating... Stegmeister is celebrating 10 months on the membership. BC, if you are live streaming on Saturday, I may not be in the chat as I am away in Scotland for my dad's 60th birthday, and we may be going out and about. I might be live Saturday for Crown Jewel. I'll know for sure by Thursday. But no matter what, here's a happy birthday to your dad's 60th, bro. Ring the bell. Stegmeister's dad just won this match. The winner of this match, Stegmeister Sr. Bro, so have a blast, man. 60 years on the planet. Your pops comes before Crown Jewel or this channel, I assure you. Stegmeister, man, appreciate the 10 months. Happy birthday early to your pops, man. I also want to give a shout out over to 10-month membership of Jack Brewer. Ring that bell, please. The winner of this match, Jack Brewer! What up, BC? Proud to be a member. Glad to see my girl Xia tonight. Let's get amplified. Having watched Raw the last 5 weeks. Yeah, we're going to talk about Xia Li for sure. Jack Brewer, I appreciate the 10 months, man. One of my first as well. I don't forget that shit. One of my first... channel members, man. So good to see all you guys up in here. Again, Eric Leno, 10-month membership. Also, I want to give a shout out over to Pimp Jesus for a 10-month membership. Now, we've only had this for 10 months. So you're talking about the very first gold members here are up in this chat right now. Pimp Jesus, it's my 10th month. The winner of this match, Pimp Jesus. Pimp, I appreciate you, brah. 10-month, it's like a club at this point, man. A 10-month club. Appreciate you, man. MD20, 5-Spot Coffee. What up, BC? Getting ready to get in the ring tomorrow. Also, what did you think of the Boogeyman? Boogeyman was always fun. He was older. A lot of people don't realize that. He was in his 50s. Great character. Great getup. He couldn't do that much in the ring, though. And because of that, it was all character, no go. Whereas, man, I love the supernatural. I love the character. So the character is going to be just as important as the wrestler. But in 2023, it doesn't really work anymore. So it takes a certain type of an individual, and even that gets ridiculed. Look at Bray Wyatt. MD20, kick ass in that matchup tomorrow, dude. I appreciate the coffee. Also, Jane Donnelly is part of that 10-month club, by the way. Woo! 10 months. Let's go gold unit. Bring that shit. The winner of this match, Jane Donnelly. The 10-month club is on fire. JR9 Gaming, man. Jane Donnelly, one of the first tried and trues. Hold on. We got some banger bombs, man. I'm seeing some red and some light red up here. Hold on. Let me get a coffee going, if you don't mind. The first ever Green Bay Packer 5,000 coffee has just been freshly brewed. I don't know if you guys can see that smoke coming out of this shit, but this thing is smoking. I see some. We're going to get to the Raw preview. We're just hanging out, man. Nobody even knows we're live. I gave a half an hour of notice, guys. I said, you know what? We're going live in a half an hour. Everybody's going to catch this tomorrow. They're going to be like checking out for the Raw review and see that we were live for the preview. They're like, what the fuck? BC was live? You should be subbed. You should be notified. You would have known. Fuck you want me to do, man? I can't hold your hand through the forest skipping along as we find fucking Red Robin and the Golden Three Bears' house. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at that fucking cream. Put a little bit of cream in there, right? Come on, man. This is my 12th coffee of the day. I can get some cream and sugar, right? We don't got to go black on every coffee. Let's get some half and half up in here. Hold on. There's a couple banger, but before we get to the Raw preview, I gotta give a salute over to that's gotta be Stegmeister, I would think, right? One of those has to be Stegmeister, man. Whenever I see a banger bomb at the beginning of a live stream, it's usually Ash Stegmeister Steggles, brah. A little bit of sugar, relax, it ain't much. It's already a hazelnut coffee, you don't need too much more. Stir that shit around. We'll see what the Packer 5000 produced, man. My new coffee machine. It's just a single serving, just a little thing for the office. Because I got rid of 2 other ones beforehand. Because I just couldn't keep up on the maintenance of it. Salute to every single one of my channel members, to all my subscribers out there, even if you're not a channel member, honestly. If you've ever clicked on a BC upload or podcast and you smash the up and you are captivated by what we talk about on this channel, this is a salute to every single one of you. If you are a gold card member, a channel member in that chat right now, or catching this later, another level of salute for showing that appreciation to BC. Salute, everybody. Coffee's up, everybody. Salute. Oh, man, the Packer 5000. It puts out a mean amplified coffee. Oh, man. Yep. I think we got a winner here, guys. There's no doubt about it. Yo, James Shrimp Fajitas with a 10-month membership. 10 months and still rocking. Great coffee machine. R.I.P. Matthew Perry. The winner of this match, James Shrimp Fajitas. 10-month membership club is rocking tonight. Keep rocking, James Shrimp Fajitas. I appreciate you, dude. And Dave Mealy, 10-month membership. Keep that bell ringing. Trick or street fight tonight. Thank God I'm watching hockey, LOL. Save yourself. Keep the hockey on. BC will tell you what you missed or didn't miss tomorrow during the review. The winner of this match, Dave Mealy. Dave, salute, bro. The 10-month membership club is rocking, dude. Guys, I got to get to these banger bombs real quick. Hold on. JL with a 2-spot. Vikings won. Bet at what cost? My season is over. With emojis. Yeah, man. Kirk Cousins got injured. I think it was the ACL, same as Aaron Rodgers, correct? So he's going to be out for the entire season, the rest of it. But the Packers, trust me, we're on the sideline with him. No matter who's our quarterback, no matter who's playing for our team. The Packers, we're done. Our season has been over. So I hear you, JL. That is a tough break, dude. Let me see who these, there was some fucking, I think that was $100 banger bomb to start us off. $99.99. Ash Stegmeister Steggles, what'd I tell ya? Ring the bell, damn it, ring the bell, it's over. Right from the jump, the whole thing's over. This match is over. Ring it, damn it, ring the bell, I said. Stegmeister wins this match by a landslide. Stegmeister, in all seriousness, dude, what a way to start this off. Stegmeister with a $100 banger bomb. Plus, says, here we go. Gold team, wake up, get up, and let's get amplified. I don't know why I did that in the macho voice. Also, it's been a minute since I dropped my signature move on a stream. The banger bomb. Plus, this goes out to the family of Matthew Perry, another TV legend, taken too soon. Yeah, Matthew Perry as well. So, first of all, Ash Stegma, for getting this party rocking the right way. I had a feeling when I saw that red blink out, and I knew it was a banger bomb. I said, that's gotta be Stegmeister with the placement of that banger bomb. Because you always start this party rocking. But, yeah, Matthew Perry, even if you didn't watch Friends, you know that was Chandler from the hit show Friends, man. A lot of us grew up with that show. I was never that big into it, but I knew what a cultural icon and how legendary that show was and became for the next generation coming up. There's kids, man. There's teenagers that are glued to Netflix watching Friends. No joke. Salute to Matthew Perry, man, for sure. A little bit of, he's rocking up there, man. He's rocking up there. So to Matthew Perry, man, salute. Yes, Matthew Perry, bro. Absolutely. You guys remember if you never saw the show, at least Google up Pivot. Pivot! It's the greatest scene in television history. Ross, I think Jennifer Aniston's character, Rachel, and Chandler were all carrying a couch upstairs. And they couldn't turn. There was too many turns. It's a New York apartment, and it's a huge couch. So Ross is screaming at Chandler, pivot, pivot. And everyone's like, we are pivoting. He's like, pivot. Finally, Chandler just starts screaming, shut up, shut up, shut up. It's one of the best scenes ever. If I can find that, that'd be freaking glorious, actually, man. That was one of the best scenes in television history. Pivot, shut up.
I don't think we can turn it anymore.
And right about here, they all break down laughing, guys. It's one of the best bloopers in television history. There's a behind the scenes. They show the whole scene play out. They break character. They just start cracking up because it was hilarious. They improvised it, and they just made it. They blew each other up. They made each other just fucking, they made each other just ball out. And there's an awesome scene where you see them all just cracking up over the couch. So they have to redo it, obviously. The whole crowd in attendance, the audience is cracking up. It's great, bro. Anyway, Stegmeister, no question, man. Thanks for bringing that up, too. I meant to bring that up in the last podcast, but that was over an hour of wrestling content. I just didn't have the time. But for sure, Stegmeister, appreciate you, man. So good to have you up in here. And like I said, celebrate your pops' birthday. That live stream on Saturday, if we go live for Crown Jewel, that's going to be up on the channel as a regular upload, live upload afterwards. So no matter how long we are going on Saturday, that will be up on the channel afterwards. Diamante Ty Drew with a 10-month membership, part of the 10-month club. Ring the damn bell. Ring it. Diamante Ty Drew, 10 months later, still rocking with the AMP unit, says Diamante Ty Drew. Would have it no other way, man. Always love seeing your name pop up, and that gold looks mighty good after your name, dude. Appreciate ya. Deshaun Sanders with a 2-spot. JJ, don't be biased. We got this one. Pride. Oh, man. Well, are you talking about JL's 2-spot? Coffee, when he says the Lions lucky Kirk got hurt, NFC got saved. I'm biased. So then Deshaun comes up with JJ, don't be biased. We got this one. Pride. Too funny, man. Stegmeister with a 2-spot too says, to quote Chandler, could I be any more amplified? Hey, Steg, did I crush that or what, dude? Did I land that or what? And I wasn't even a vivid fan of that show, trust me. But could I be any more on point with Chandler's line delivery? Perfect, Stegmeister. Deshaun Sanders started that all, by the way, with that 2-spot. My Lions are coming up. Yeah, man. Hey, at this point, Deshaun, they're going to overtake the Green Bay Packers positioning for what looks like years to come. And you got a damn good coach, by the way. I got to go to, there was another banger bomb. Angel Olega, no words even spoken. This was a 50-spot banger bomb by Angel Olega. Ring that shit. Ring it, damn it. I said ring it. Angel Olega dropped a 50-spot banger bomb. Somebody ring the damn bell. That's it, Angel. The bell's rung, man. Obviously, this was 2 out of 3 falls. Angel Olega just grabbed the fall, 50 spot. In all seriousness, man, that is never, ever needed. Always appreciated. Let me make sure I give you a proper salute. Angel Olega, no words even spoken, just a 50 spot, just to show BC and the channel and all of you guys the utmost love. So, salute to Angel Olega, who I believe is either 10 months of a member or damn near, because he's had that gold card for a while. Salute, bro. So, this is not how I planned on starting this stream, obviously. We are 50 plus minutes away from Monday Night Raw. We're 19 minutes almost into the stream, and we've been drinking coffee and going over banger bombs and a bunch of supers, and the 10-month membership club is showing up strong. So that's what happens when we go live. Just expect absolute amplified anarchy. And it's the way that we enjoy doing these. It's why I always enjoy doing the live streams. I don't get to do them often because I never know ahead of time when I'm going to have that type of time. That's why, like this stream, I only can give a half an hour notice and everybody finds out 24 hours later that I was even live. BC, I didn't know. Well, don't blame yourself. If you're subbed and notified, you give yourself the best chance. Always make sure you're subscribed and notified. But if not, even if you are, there's times you're not checking, you know, and I give 20 minutes of notice and then I just go live. So I know a lot of you guys would like if it was more scheduled. That's just not how I roll. I like to think that that's what you guys like about BC, the absolute spontaneity in everything I do, because that's the utmost way to be amplified. JR9 Gaming says 50 minutes away from torture, which is exactly 50 minutes away from Monday Night Raw, by the way. So let's get in it real quick, guys. Let's get into this, if you don't mind. If I missed anybody on supers or 10-month membership or anything like that, you guys came storming in the first 20 minutes of this live stream. So all apologies, man. I will make sure that I get everybody over the next 24 hours. But by the review, I will make sure that I at least acknowledged everybody that threw a coffee over to BC, man. I appreciate you guys big time. Rachel Rocca's up in here. As I said, JB Sir Charles is up in here. Dwayne Piazza, JB's up in here, so I'm trying to give a shout out to every single gold card that I see pop up in here. I know I gave a shout out to many earlier. I see some newbies coming in as well. And we're almost at 100 on the ups too, so if you haven't already, let's smash that as we get into the Raw talk. Now the preview for tonight, this won't take too long, don't worry. We're going to rip the Band-Aid off. First and foremost, there is a good chance, it doesn't matter what McMahon is in charge, whether it's a VKM or a Levesque McMahon, there is a good chance you're going to see a pumpkin over somebody's head. It is one of the most dreadful, embarrassing spots of the year. Vincent Kennedy loves to do this, and I'm just hoping that Paul Levesque McMahon just stays away from it tonight. But it's the spot where a pumpkin gets put on somebody's head, and maybe they get kicked or hit with a trash can or a kendo stick. But a pumpkin goes on somebody's head, and it makes people look like idiots. They did it to Otis. They did it to The Miz. They did it to so many people, and it helps them not one iota. It makes them look like a fool more than they already did. And tonight, there is a trick or street fight between Chelsea Green, your tag team champion, by the way, who does nothing but lose, and Nattie Neidhart. Nattie versus Chelsea, trick or street fight. So again, there is a very good chance that either Piper Niven or Chelsea Green is going to wear a pumpkin on her head. And if that happens, I don't want to hear anything about how this is a new show. Before I keep going, Colin, 9-month membership. What up, BC in the unit? Let's get amplified. And remember, struggle in adversity from HHH tonight. Colin has won this match by disqualification. You mentioned HHH and his struggle in adversity. This match is thrown out. Yeah, he's going to give you some struggle in adversity again. He's throwing a bunch of matches out there. That's what WWE is going to do tonight. The HHH way of doing things. Did I add an H there? Is there 4 H's? HHH. His way to do things is it's the Tony Khan way. Just chuck a bunch of matches out there, and maybe we get good wrestling. Awesome. And then what? Tonight, you're going to get Imperium versus DIY. Dominik Mysterio is going to take on Ricochet. Sethington Rollins will take on JD McDonuts. Nattie Neidhart will take on Chelsea Green, trick or street fight. Xia Li makes her return to the ring on television against Candice LeRae. And maybe there was another match or two announced, maybe JR9 Gaming in the chat heard of another match or two that's put out there. But they're basically putting an entire card out there as a prerequisite to go through, like a brochure when you're going to a play in New York on Broadway and they give you the playbill. It's like a little brochure to get you set for what you're about to view. I shouldn't know 7, 8, or 9 matches on Monday Night Raw tonight. You should be captivating me with the spontaneity. I should be surprised for most of the show. I don't need to see 8 or 9 matches every Monday night just to get my wrestling action fix. I don't give a fuck about the sequences. I don't care about the Canadian destroyers from the top rope onto a table or the 624, 58, 57 plancha splash hurricanrana. I don't care about it. In fact, I'd rather have Bronson Reed versus the Brooklyn Brawler. A straight jobber match. As long as there's a story being told. Something happens on the Tron to get Bronson's attention. Somebody comes out. We start something. Bronson goes to the parking lot. We start a storyline that captivates us. I'll watch Bronson versus a jobber. I'll watch Johnny Gargano versus Billy Buttfuck McGee or Tommaso Ciampa versus Danny Dipshit Dugenheimer. A couple of jobbers from the local bingo hall. I'll take my local pizza delivery guy, Luigi Lugnuts. Put him in there with Piper Niven. I don't care as long as it leads to storylines that I care about. As long as it's entertaining television. You know, we made fun of Vince Russo for producing Crash TV, but the ratings were skyrocketed so high because it worked. It was fun. You could not turn away from Monday Night Raw back in the day. Now there's this notion that all these matches have to be thrown in there like little mini pay-per-views every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. I don't need 7, 8, 9 fucking matches tonight. With Crown Jewel Saturday, I can wait for the pay-per-view atmosphere. Because what's going to happen in these matches? Is DIY going to beat Imperium, or Imperium beats DIY, and then they beat each other up a little bit afterwards, and they stare at each other, and the referees break them up, and then we have to see another match with them? What are we doing with Dominik, Mysterio and Ricochet? Is Logan Paul going to attack Ricochet when Logan Paul's in the middle of a Rey Mysterio matchup? Logan's going to be there with Dominik to take out Ricochet, and maybe Rey Mysterio comes off of SmackDown, and for some reason he's on Monday Night Raw, even though there's supposed to be a brand split? What are we doing exactly? Is Chelsea Green going to wear a pumpkin on her head in her match with Nattie in the trick or street fight? Are they going to hit each other with giant candy corn kendo sticks? You know, when they dress the kendo stick up like a candy corn. Is that what you're going to do? You got pumpkins lined up around the ring? Is the Viking Raiders going to return tonight and have a Viking Raiders rules match? Sethington Rollins versus JD McDonuts. Okay, the match, they're gonna wrestle for 15, 20, 25 minutes. Are we gonna get a banger? Is Meltzy gonna give it 7 stars? And then what? It's gonna end in a lopsided way that nobody's gonna remember, and then Judgment Day is just gonna attack Sethington, and Sethington is gonna be like, whoa, stop, I'm so done with the Judgment Day. Nothing that happens on the show will ever change if it doesn't change. Parading a bunch of wrestling matches on a 3-hour primetime show is not captivating television. That is inducing. It is sleep-inducing television. It works better than NyQuil. JR9 Gaming says they literally have a PC full of recruits they could use for jobbers. No question. No question. Is Priest vs. Zayn official for tonight, by the way? JR9? Priest versus Zayn tonight? How is Sami Zayn still taking on the Judgment Day? We were told for 2 months that it was done with, because for 4 months before that, that's all they've been doing. So for 2 months, the performers themselves has had to lie. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have been telling us, this is it, we promise. That's what I'm here. So if Sami Zayn is wrestling Damian Priest, you've already seen this match 6 times. Literally one-on-one. Tag teams, you've seen this match about 116 times. So I don't know how many more times you could do this. This is what I mean. So by the way, that would be an 8th match. How many matches are you stuffing on tonight's card? Is there going to be any room for surprises or spontaneity? Any room for something that's going to captivate us? Or are we just going to see one wrestling match after another? This is lazy booking. And if that's the case, bring me back Vince Russo. I'll take Vince Russo right now. Because at least I'll have to fucking put the remote down and watch this shit. Because it'll be semi-interesting. I never watched professional wrestling. I never got into pro wrestling thinking that this was, quote, real competition. I never got into it to watch the banger matches. I didn't care if it was Ultimate Warrior winning a match in 90 seconds with 3 moves. Ultimate Warrior made you feel something. What does a 3-hour Monday Night Raw make you feel? What does Bronson Reed do for you? What is Johnny Gargano in 2023 on the main roster doing for you? Just because he gave you some giggles and shits and got your fucking dick hard in NXT, he ain't doing it now, brah. What are these performers? What is Drew McIntyre doing as a tweener? Drew McIntyre's attitude and personality in 2023 is basically like a Hot Topic teenager at the mall that doesn't want his parents to pick him up because he's raging on him. He's going to teach him a lesson. I'll stay until the mall is shut, and then I'll walk home, and you won't know if I'm going to be safe or not. Drew McIntyre has a little bit of a tweener attitude, right? He doesn't know where he falls. He's not a nice guy, but he's not a bad guy. He's kind of in between. How is Drew McIntyre doing anything for you? How is Sethington Rollins walking out every single show like a goofball, dressed up in anything that he can find in Becky Lynch's closet? How is that enthralling to you? How is that entertaining to you? Ooh, Becky's nylons. Let me put them on. Ooh, Becky's space shoes. Let me try these on. Ooh, Becky's heels. Let me try this. It's 2023. I've seen dudes in heels in 2023. Let me try these on. And then we sing, whoa, like a bunch of walking zombies. That's pro wrestling in 2023 on a Monday night. Sethington Rollins puts me to sleep, and I'm sick and tired of lying about it or just bullshitting because I know Seth has a lot of fans, and we just got to give it time, and we like Seth, because we do. I like Seth. But to act like I care about this guy with a world title, a US title, a tag title, no title, a 24/7 title, the title of dipshit Dugenheimer, I don't give a fuck what he has as a title. To act like I care about Sethington Rollins in 2023 with his 8,000th version of himself. It's not working. And to think that I care about fucking, not Ninja Tozawa anymore. Under Triple H, he is now Aerobics Tozawa. Right? He's the new recruit for Alpha Academy. Come on, everybody, let's have a giggle. Right? It's about putting smiles on people's faces. Come on, everybody, let's do the Aerobics Tozawa dance. It's funny, right? It's Ninja Tozawa. We laugh. We giggle. Giggle! What else happens on these shows? Come on. This is the gold team up in this chat. This is the truest of the true right now. What else happens on this show that's captivating or not so much? Anything? There is nothing. We can't even joke about anything or rip anything apart because it's forgettable. What else happens on this show? We went over the Judgment Day redundancy with either Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn or Sethington Rollins. They just take all the faces and they just have them on a loop with the Judgment Day. And they just switch out the puzzle pieces. It's the easiest, laziest booking imaginable. Rinse and repeat, Jack Brewer. Stegmeister and DeMonte, nothing personified. Exactly right. Nothing. So we're going to give it a chance tonight, right? This is the preview to Raw. It's in a little over a half an hour. We're going to be watching. BC is going to be with you guys tomorrow for the review. Maybe even live. Maybe. And we're hoping it's a good show, right? I'm tuning in out of habit and hope. If you think I'm tuning in because this show is so magnetically captivating, nope. I stopped doing that 10 years ago. I tune in out of habit and hope, much like a lot of you guys. Habit, because I've been doing it since I was a kid, watching on Monday nights. This is appointment television for BC, because I was doing it at such a young age. So I tune in out of habit and hope, hoping that one day, one week, it actually gets better. I'll be tuning in tonight out of habit and hope. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping it's good. But so far, I'm seeing a bunch of matches announced. And I'm supposed to, as a wrestling fan, I'm supposed to go, wow, these matches are amazing. First time ever, Dominik and Ricochet. First time ever, Sethington and McDonuts. What the fuck about... I'm going to watch them do sequences and moves. Wow, I got to see wrestling. I never saw wrestling matches before. You guys hear the news? I'm going to see wrestling matches tonight between wrestlers. I can go to the local bingo hall every night. Every fucking night, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Saturday. They got to make a few extra bucks on the weekends. And watch wrestling, 3-4 hours a show. The big companies, you got about 6 shows every single week. You got Raw, you got SmackDown, you got NXT, you got Dynamite, you got Rampage, you got Collision, you got Impact TNA Wrestling. That's 7 shows right there. No, pardon me if I don't want to waste 3 hours of my Monday Night Raw watching a bunch of fucking matches, sequences, and moves. I want to be captivated. I want good guy, bad guy, interesting storylines. Wow! It doesn't matter what age you are. You could be a fucking kid, a teenager, 20s, 30s, 60s. It's a simplistic philosophy. Good guy, bad guy, storyline. Whoa! Look at us! We're making progress. There's no doubt some of these matches will be good matches, right? And then over the next 24 hours, you'll get little geeks that'll say, "Whoa, what a Raw! Did you see the wrestling action? This Raw was amazing. The only reason it didn't get a 1.7 in the rating is because football, Beasley. Major League Baseball playoffs, Beasley." No, the reason that it's pulled 1.4 over the last 2 weeks is because Raw sucks. Let's say it together. We're going to be honest, class. Ready? Monday Night Raw. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sucks! That is correct, PC in the amplified unit. Tell them what they've won. You have won a brand new sip and swig of coffee. Brand new Dunkin' Donuts double shot hazelnut from the fine folks at D&D. And created from the Packer 5000. You should see the fucking, when the ratings came out for Monday Night Raw last week, it was hilarious. Raw stays steady. Raw pulls in relatively great numbers with all the competition it was facing. Literally, these are the people that pumped up HHH so much that he has to succeed. There's no other way, because they would look like idiots. So when Raw pulled in a 1.4 2 weeks in a row, which is horrible, by the way, it doesn't matter if the Super Bowl is on. A 1.4 is horrendous. We all know that. But some of the headlines: Raw pulls in great number given the competition it was facing. No, it pulled in a 1.4 2 weeks in a row. Can't even remember the last time it did that. What are you smoking? What are you sniffing? What are you on? Fuck you talking about? Nah, I said, what the fuck you talking about? It pulled a 1.4 2 weeks in a row. And you're talking about great number, literally the word great number compared to the competition. That tells you they didn't even care to tune in during the commercial break. 3 hours of Raw, they didn't even care to tune in during commercial. But that's what the amplified unit is for. We keep them all in check, right? We're honest here. Actually, it's not even about keeping anybody in check. We don't even care about everybody else. Let them be in their little fucking bubble and think everything is awesome and shit out fucking rainbows every morning from the clouds. Maybe some fucking Skittles and M&Ms dropping on their fucking head. What's that? Wow, Skittles. Thanks, Cloud. Let them live in that fucking hunky-dory world. They're not harming anybody. Their stupidity is their own problem. But we know the truth on this fucking channel. A 1.4 is horrendous. And if you saw my review last week, and I was out of state, but I made sure I cut 25 minutes at least of a review because that show was absolute ass trash. Complete. So Monday Night Raw will come to us with a trick or treat street fight tonight, a Halloween themed show. A bunch of matches will be produced, and they're hoping that, like trained seals, they'll make fans go, wow, we saw a great night of wrestling action. Raw was really good tonight. They'll hide the fact that there's no storylines that you care about. They'll hide the fact that they're not honoring any brand split. They'll hide the fact that nothing truly captivated you, nothing you're going to remember, no match you'll go back and watch a second time. No. They want you to have your short attention span tonight on full display, amplified. Your short little attention span. They want you to sit down, and they want you to enjoy your wrestling sequences. And when Monday Night Raw is all over with, and no reason at all to tune in next week, they'll hope that you don't ask any questions. Just go on your social doohickey machine and tell everybody how amazing Raw was. And when the rating comes in under 1.7 tomorrow, go, well, competition, baseball, football, badminton, golf, Monopoly, Yahtzee, Twister, Battleship. I'm gonna sink your battleship, you doofus son-in-law. Monday Night Raw tonight is a bunch of match. I saw not one thing in this preview. Not one thing, guys. This is just as honest as I can fucking possibly be. I didn't see one fucking thing that captivated me other than the one thing you guys know I've been waiting for months and years. The return to television of Xia Li, one of the best female wrestlers on the planet. Is she stiff at times? She's like the Brock Lesnar of the division. She's just so fucking good. She's what Ronda Rousey should have been. She's a Chinese superstar, but up front, she is a pro wrestling superstar in its totality. She is the real deal, badass personified, and as believable to the most amplified of measures. And I am hoping tonight, I truly am hoping tonight that they do not have Xia Li lose against Candy Michelle. Oh, no, what? Wrong Candice? Oh, that's right, LeRae. Not Candice Michelle. That was in my Monday Night Raw vs. SmackDown video game from many, many years ago. Little Candice LeRae. Now, that's no shade over to LeRae. Hope she has a bright future in WWE. Many victories to come. Hey, put titles on her one day, maybe. But she has no business under the sun on the green grass they walk on. Does she have any business beating Xia Li? And if you left Xia Li off of television for this many months, years basically when you add it up in totality, just to have her return to get beaten by Candice LeRae, well, that is a major issue. And for those that don't know, by the way, Xia Li was frustrated with WWE many years ago, and she demanded a sit-down conversation with Paul Levesque McMahon. It wasn't even Vincent Kennedy. Paul Levesque McMahon. This was a couple of years ago, I believe. And she was pissed. And she had a long discussion with Paul Levesque McMahon, not happy at all. And the report was that it wasn't really solved after. Like, Levesque McMahon was kind of pissed off at Xia, and Xia was not happy with Levesque McMahon. So I guess it's no wonder that when Levesque McMahon started taking any semblance of power really last year, that you still didn't really see Xia. Didn't matter how far gone Vincent Kennedy was. Xia Li was still nowhere to be found, and it should not have taken this long to put her on television. But beggars can't be choosers. Here she comes. Xia Li is going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight. If her match doesn't get cut, which you never put it past this company. Aside from Xia Li, I don't know what anybody thinks I'm excited for, would be excited for. Dominik Mysterio versus Ricochet. Sethington versus McDonuts. Trick or Street fight Nattie in Chelsea. Imperium versus DIY. You know, if you're excited to get good wrestling matches, man, I don't know how many good wrestling matches are going to fill your desire. Fill your stomach so that you're not starving anymore for wrestling matches. Because once you can get that out of your system, we all can start working together and get a better wrestling show. Wrestling is more than wrestling matches. I won't tell you if the Easter Bunny is real or not, or Santa Claus, or the Tooth Fairy. But I will tell you that pro wrestling is choreographed, it's staged, it's rehearsed. The winner's predetermined. The moves pre-planned. It just is. So when you view it for what it is, entertainment, with really damn good athletes, by the way. But when you view it for the entertainment, I hope you can see why many of us fans fail to see the entertainment in it. And Paul Levesque McMahon's philosophy is just copy Tony Khan. Let's just put out a bunch of fucking matches. And maybe the crowd will yell, "This is awesome!" Do I dare scream, "Fight forever"? And then The show will go off the air. Faces are fucking cheering because the faces once again fucking overcame the heels, so there's no reason to tune in next week because the heels have already been fucking defeated in some way or not. Either in the match or fucking morally, philosophically, figuratively, any fucking way, they've been defeated. And Cody's cheering himself off the air. Sammy's fucking jumping up and down. Jey Uso's fucking celebrating. Every week it's the same shit. They don't give you a reason to tune in next week. There's no cliffhangers. There's nothing. Celebration. Heels defeated. See you next week, everybody, for the same fucking redundancy. And we'll show up like a bunch of fucking yahoos because we're tuning in out of habit and hope. Every fucking Monday night, nothing on these shows gets you excited. The wrestlers themselves don't even get you excited, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised. If the wrestlers don't captivate you, it doesn't matter what they're being placed in. It ain't gonna fucking do anything. You're not gonna get an emotion out of DIY or Imperium, or Dominik Mysterio, or JD McDonuts, Candice LeRae, Nattie, or Chelsea. You're not going to feel anything from... Wow! Can't wait to see the Trick or Street Fight match. This show, man. Monday Night Raw. 1.4 in the last 2 weeks. That's a real thing, man. You can claim competition all you want. Even without football, they were dipping in the 1.6s. I hope you guys understand that. So you can claim baseball and football all you want. What's when they weren't on the air? Why were they getting 1.6s and even 1.5s? You get what I'm saying? I mean, this is horrible. The show needs a complete rehaul. What it needs is no McMahon in charge of it. That's what it desperately needs. Bring back Vince Russo. That's what I say. Bring back the fucking Crash TV and maybe it'll get somewhere. Because this shit fucking sucks. And now I'm looking at a card tonight in 20 minutes. A little over 20 minutes. A full fucking night of wrestling matches. That nobody gives a fuck about. Bunch of fucking wrestling matches. We'll see who the winner is and who the loser is. Yeah, JB, no doubt, man. We really are. I just realized we only have 20 fucking minutes, so before I go any further, that was a long rant. I wasn't planning on doing that, but since we're talking about Monday Night Raw, since I'm live and since I had the time, and since I got my gold card member unit up in the chat, I figured, why not go all out, man? We got a fresh brewed coffee from the new Packer 5000 coffee machine. I said, let's rock out, brah. Big Nang, 5-Spot Coffee. BC, it's the time of the year with Trick or Street Fight, Thanksgiving food fights, and Miracle on 34th Street Fight. Homer's voice. Woohoo! Yeah, Big Nang is correct. This is only the start of it. Thanksgiving, you're going to get the food fights. Christmas, you're going to get the 34th Miracle on 34th Street Fight, whatever it's called. And there's going to be the fans that go, BC, it's tradition. Stop, man. It's tradition. Tradition, BC. No, it is embarrassing to the talent to wear a pumpkin on your head after you're defeated. It's embarrassing to get mashed potatoes poured over your face or pies and cakes shoved in your fucking face. That's why Toni Storm said, what am I doing here? And Toni Storm went over to AEW. Seriously, she said that was the moment where I was like, what am I doing? I'm getting fucking mashed potatoes or milk poured over me. It's fucking embarrassing. Miracle on 34th. Let me powerbomb you into a bunch of Christmas trees, and then I'm gonna suplex you into the presents that have nothing in them. Right? We'll go up to the stage. I'm gonna hit you in the head with a candy cane. Not if I hit you with my candy corn stick on Halloween. What are we doing? Okay, it was tradition. Okay, traditions can be broken. Let's stop that. Let's really show fans that this is a new WWE, a new Monday Night Raw with a new focus. Stop with the stupid trick or street fights and the food fights and the fucking Miracle on 34th Street shit. It doesn't lead to anything, and it makes your talent look stupid. And the reviews will, the clicks, the views will show you on platforms like this, and nobody gives a shit about them afterwards. Anyway, Ron C23, 9-month membership. It's so hard to watch these shows, BC. It's just past ridiculous. Ring that bell, Ron C23. Ring it again. 9-month membership. I appreciate you, brother. Ron C23, you are exactly right, man. It is past ridiculous. And it's been past ridiculous for years now. We're just the only ones to come right out and say it. Because we're not afraid or scared to be called negative or too harsh. No, we just want a better product because our bar is raised. Our standards are higher. Ron C23, appreciate you, man. But Big Nang, yeah, this is just one of the whole holiday food fight fest that's coming. Derek Fleming Jr., 2-spot. This card is basically saying watch Lions versus Vegas. Yeah, is that the game tonight? Is it the Raiders? Is it Raiders and Lions tonight? Because then at least I get to see Devontae Adams. But yeah, Derek Fleming Jr., this show is just telling you, change the channel and don't worry about turning back because there's nothing to watch. Jane Donnelly, 3-spot with that emoji. I see that, man. Jane Donnelly. Appreciate the extra coffee, man. And the 10-month membership. Jane Donnelly also with another 2 spots says, BC, have a sticker because I'm too drunk for words. Jane Donnelly, it's not a beer, bro. It's a coffee swig, but salute to you. It sounds like you're having a much better night than any of us because we're stuck with Monday Night Raw and, well, no beers. Salute, Jane Donnelly. I can respect that super chat. Here's a super sticker because I'm too drunk for words. Jane Donnelly. That's funny. Anthony Boley, 5-spot coffee. I'm really tired of these gimmick matches. They just bloat the damn show. Not interesting at all anymore. Beaten like a dead horse. Anthony Boley, how many times, at least 2 times in the last couple months, we've seen Viking rules matches. Am I right? Viking rules match. And that's just a hokey pokey type of shit, right? Not including all of the no DQ matches or last man standing or the cages, or they just throw them out there because it's easy peasy. It is lazy, redundant booking. Throw a stipulation, everybody will shut up and not ask questions. Derek Fleming Jr., 2-spot. I'll give Zaya my candy corn stick piece. See, I can always count on you guys, man. Even when we have to talk Monday Night Raw on this channel, which can be very painful, which is why we got to rip the Band-Aid off. But leave it to you guys, man, to pop BC and give me an LOL for legit purposes, dude. Salute. Maybe, Hey, Derek Fleming Jr., maybe you guys should be running Monday Night Raw. Maybe my amplified unit should be the creators of Monday Night Raw. JR9 Gaming, Ron C23, Mr. Big 200, and Derek Fleming Jr., Eric Leno, James Shrimp Fajitas, Stegmeister, Angel Alega, Jane Donnelly, Dave Miele, Pimp Jesus, Rachel Rocca, DeMonte Ty Drew, Deshaun Sanders, maybe Jack Brewer. If you guys were writing for this shit, maybe it would be captivating. You know, we joke, guys, but I can't see how it would be any worse. Sir Charles. Hold on, let me, I don't think I was done with the original. Dante Jaron, 23, 2-spot coffee. Wrestling as a whole has been boring. Yeah, I wasn't able. Dante Jaron, 23. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate the coffee. And you're exactly right. I wasn't able to catch Dynamite this week. Did anybody catch Dynamite in its totality this week? Because they only pulled 7-some-odd thousand viewers. What was it? 747? 787? 787? That's a big difference. So 7 something. But they were in the 700,000s in viewership. So that's not a good show. But some of you guys have been telling me BC was actually a decent show. Some people said it was a really good show. Other people said, no, it was a boring show. Nobody would ever go back and watch anything that happened. Ric Flair showed up. That was cool. MJF tried to save the show. This is what was told to me. Because again, I wasn't able to watch Dynamite this week. I was out of state. The fact that I somehow watched Raw and SmackDown, it was because I made it a point to make time for that. Because I know those are more heavily sought after is the best way to put it. Given AEW's viewership, it's not hard to believe that a lot of people aren't looking for AEW content the next day. And that's sad. Because if the numbers ever get up there, man, I would love to, maybe we could start covering that product more. But I wasn't able to. But everybody's been telling me a mixed bag. People have been saying, yeah, it was all right, but it's not. I didn't go back and watch any highlights. I'd never go back and watch anything on that show again. But they pulled 707,000 something thousand. I forgot exactly what it was. Somebody can put it up in the JR9, right on point. JR9 Gaming, appreciate you, dude. You know that. 777 or 787K, something like that. And that's horrible, right? We all know that. It's back on its normal night, normal time slot. Last week they pulled 901,000, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they lost 127,000 viewers. That's more than a baseball game being on, guys. I don't know if a baseball game was even actually on that night, but it's more than that, 127,000. And that was your final rating, 7 some odd. Meaning again, you didn't even have your audience tuning in during commercial. They didn't care. That means it's not good enough because you're not captivating them, right? If you're captivating, even if the baseball game is intriguing, it's in the 10th inning, it's the World fucking Series, you still got to go see what MJF is doing because the segment, it's got your interest. Yeah, a lot of people go Jackets. Go Jackets. A lot of people have been saying Collision is the show. And I love the look, the feel of Collision. It is sad that it doesn't have an identity because of where it's been placed. It has to leave Saturday. You have to get rid of Rampage. Rampage is just ruining everything because it's just taking up space. Get rid of that. Put Collision on Friday nights. Put Collision head-to-head with SmackDown. I've said this in the past. And some people are just like, it's in the eye of the beholder, but some people are like, no, BC, you can't do that. SmackDown would win out. It's on Fox. No, starting next year, guys, it's going to be on cable. It's going to be on cable. SmackDown will be on the USA Network. Collision only pulls between 3 and 500,000 viewers average, right? That's an average. Sometimes more than 5, sometimes well below 5. Sometimes we've seen it in the 300s. But it pulls between 3 and 500. Guys, if you go head-to-head with SmackDown, I guarantee you they will at least bare minimum be pulling in that 500,000 viewers. That's bare minimum. Meaning that I bet you they're going to hit 750 to 1 milli. That would be a fun Friday night activity. The Friday Night Wars. I'm telling you guys, it would only help AEW because they can't do any worse. Collision only gets 3 to 5 on average. Put it up against next year's cable television SmackDown and see what they rock with. You can do no worse. You honestly think they're just going to pull 300,000 viewers? No way. Even BC would be clicking back and forth, bro. JR9 Gaming, perfect with right on cue with Rampage's number this week, 312. And 12,000 viewers, guys. Rampage is in the 200,000s. Get it off the air. Get it off the air. Out. Ring the fucking bell. It's done. Rampage just tapped out. Ring it again. Ring it. Rampage is tapping out. It's done. And new Friday Night Champion, Collision. Because Collision needs to take its place. And then Tony Khan can only worry about the 2 damn shows, which I still think is too many right now. Tony Khan should have concentrated on making Dynamite so fucking special. And in years from now, then you add a second show. Rampage or whatever the fuck. And then if that ever becomes successful, 2 or 3 years down the road, then you can add a third show. I don't know why you would want to fucking muddy the waters, but okay. This dude, Tony Khan, came out of the gates thinking he was Vince McMahon in WWE. In just 5 years, this motherfucker has 3 primetime shows and a whole nother organization. He's got ROH. The motherfucker's got 3 primetime shows and he's working with New Japan Pro Wrestling and he wonders why his ratings are 312, 787 for his flagship, and 400 to 500 for Collision on a Saturday. Collectively, if you put it all together, you're barely fucking getting Monday Night Raw's pathetic number. Oh, we're dropping truth tonight. We are dropping truth tonight, Amp Unit. BC is on a fucking roll, bro. I'm telling no fucking lies, man. Everything that's coming out of my fucking mouth, spitting truth. If Tony Khan just calms the fuck down, instead of doing 100 things mediocre, do 1 or 2 things really good, and AEW and pro wrestling will be in a better spot. He has to fucking relax. Nobody can keep up with 3 primetime shows with fucking Dynamite and then have to try to find ROH somewhere. And then fucking learn everybody over in Japan so that we can enjoy a pay-per-view with Japan included. Or whoever else he wants to do business with. This guy he's like a kid in a candy store. This is like for his personal fucking amusement. I'm over here like, damn, how is everybody keeping up with this shit? It's hard enough with Raw and SmackDown. NXT is, even though they added a lot of main roster talent over the weeks, NXT really is like its own little thing. A lot of people love it for that, and a lot of people don't watch it because of that, unfortunately. They just do Raw and SmackDown. But I mean, I have a better, even though WWE can be a land of confusion, you can keep up with it at least. AEW, man, it is hard. Because Tony Khan can't keep up with himself. The hamster is spinning so fast upstairs on his wheelhouse that the motherfucking hamster is falling on its dome piece 67 times an hour. This all started with Dante Jaron's super chat, by the way, so I appreciate that, brother. Yes, pro wrestling as a whole right now needs a fucking just a punch upside the dome piece. Silver Black 31 5-spot coffee just coming through to support the unit. Not going to watch Raw tonight. I'm going to watch my Raiders try to beat the Lions. Red team go! Silver Black 31, man. One of my like tried and true longtime supporters on this channel. Silver Black 31, I appreciate you. And I'll be checking in with Devontae Adams and the Raiders. Oh, wait, who are you? Are you the Lions? My Raiders. Okay, yeah. So I'll be checking out Devontae Adams, man. It's a shame that team's not better because Devontae deserves better. But you're going to be in a much better position tonight watching that football game than Monday Night Raw. Salute, Silver Black 31. Dave Mealy with a 2-spot. Heck, give me Nattie's pumpkins. LOL. So this is coming off of Derek Fleming Jr. saying, I'll give Zaya my candy corn stick. And then Dave says, heck, give me Nattie's pumpkins. Well, listen, you'd have to fight off the kid from last week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Because that kid, man, he had Nattie's pumpkins in firm plant. He was planting the seeds from Nattie's pumpkins. He was, you know, when you cut the top of the pumpkin and you dig in for the seed. I mean, this motherfucker was digging for pumpkins. And not David S. Pumpkins. Go Jackets, 5-spot. But BC, now Ivar has been given more face paint and deemed a warrior. He's destined for greatness. That's right, Paul Levesque McMahon, man. It's a repackaging of Ivar. A little bit more face paint. He's Ivar the warrior. And now I can watch him and Xavier Woods have another 17 matches together. You guys are on a fucking roll, man. I'm so glad I was able to go live tonight. Because when you know you got 3 hours of Monday Night Raw coming up, man, it's a chore, you know? It gets you in a mood, and I can't say it's a great mood. But you guys make it all fucking worth it, man. Guys, I appreciate you big time. I really do. We're about 5 minutes away from Monday Night Raw. I'm going to down the rest of this coffee, and then I got to make a new one. I wonder if I can't even run to Dunkin' real quick, because there is only 5 minutes left. So maybe I'll have to make a couple more coffees to start the show. I'm going to have the notepad ready to rock. And I will be taking my notes, and I'll be taking care of some other business as well throughout Raw, but I'll be keeping a keen eye. Trust me when I say every segment, I'll be keeping a detailed keen eye on everything. And tomorrow morning, there'll be a Raw review on the channel. I don't know if it's going to be live or not, but we will have the review. within the, I would say, the next 16-ish hours. So just say subscribe and notified. You guys will definitely know. So hopefully it's good, man. We'll see. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to BC. Thanks for listening to me rant, and hopefully I entertained you guys, if nothing else. Cassandra Love with a 2-spot as we go off the air says, maybe we just hug it out for no reason. Oh, you'll get that, Cassandra Love. You'll get that, man. We've been seeing nothing but face versus face matches, and afterwards they shake hands. We've been seeing so much of that in pro wrestling, right? Lately? Where the wrestlers have such a good match, and then they shake hands afterwards, showing respect. And then the crowd, man, we just love it, don't we? And we just go, yeah, golf clap. What competition. Oh, man. Good job, Dragon Lee. You almost beat that young man. Good job. You almost beat Escobar. Good job. Or Escobar, you almost beat Dragon Lee. Good job, man. Seth, you almost beat Drew. Hug it out. Yeah. It's... You gotta save that, man. Like I say, you gotta save the fruit roll-ups for when it's needed and special, so it stays prestigious. The fruit roll-up finish. And it has to be done correctly and sporadically. It's the same thing with the respect handshake after a match. If you overuse it, it's not gonna have any value or meaning when it's needed. Stop with that shit. But nobody cares these days. You're seeing heels versus heel. Bronson Reed is talking about getting back to a Gunther match. Bronson's a heel. Gunther's a heel. Bronson looked like a fucking idiot when Gunther beat him a few weeks ago. And La La Land looking at everybody like, wow, I lost. But did I get any sympathy or respect? I mean, I gave it my all. Fans were like, do I cheer this guy? They're both heels. Nobody knew what to do. And now Bronson, instead of going after faces, he's talking about getting back to Gunther. This company is ass backwards. They don't realize you still need faces and heels, good guys and bad guys. Doesn't matter if it's the year 5023. That's how pro wrestling works. Anthony Boley, 2-spot. I can't bring myself to watch this Raw. Anthony Boley, I can't bring myself to tell you any different. I don't blame you, Anthony. Save yourself. Tune in tomorrow to the channel, and I'll give you the review. If there was anything really good, you'll hear about it, and I'll tell you to go check out the highlight, I guess. Right? Because ratings don't matter anyway. Everyone's just going to watch the highlights. Well, yeah. Well, what's the reason that people like Anthony Boley, and I don't blame them, the reason that they don't want to watch on their big screen, live? It's because the show doesn't make people like Anthony Boley give a shit. That's why ratings matter. How many people in this chat tonight said, I just can't watch this show tonight. I don't want to spend 3 hours doing this to myself. How many people said this in tonight's chat? A lot. And how many people that don't have the gold card that weren't able to chat tonight? How many people listening, not even subscribed maybe? They just type in BC all the time. They don't bother subscribe. I don't know. Maybe they have a phobia of subscribing. I don't know what their fucking issue is. But maybe they always listen to BC anyway. Right? But they can't comment, obviously. But maybe they're like, yeah, I can't watch Raw tonight either. I mean, that's a sucky card. I don't want to just watch one wrestling match after another, after another, after another. That's why ratings matter. It is showing you that people don't even care to tune in from the fucking jump. Anthony Boley, appreciate it. All right, guys, now we're only about two minutes away. If I missed anybody's super chat, I will get it for tomorrow's upload, whether that's live or not. All right, guys, and again, a big salute, man. We started, maybe I'm so amplified because we started this party correctly. 2 big banger bombs to start this stream. Ash Stegmeister Stegels, again, happy early birthday to the Pops, 60, by the way. So Stegmeister might not be with us on Saturday. But Stegmeister dropping a 100-plus banger bomb, and Angel Alega with a 50 spot, and then a bunch of coffees after that came streaming in. So you guys made this extra special, man. I was planning on getting out of here a little after 7:30. Monday Night Raw is in about a minute, so bring that shit. We're going to end this match now, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw for the 30th of October. Trick or Street Fight, the Halloween edition. Gold Team, much love and respect. JB, Silver Black 31, Jack Brewer, Cassandra Love, JR9 Gaming, Sir Charles, Eric Leno, William F. Merge was up in here as well. I got Jane Donnelly, I believe, correct. Anthony Boley, I got Go Jackets, Demonte Ty Drew, Cassandra Love, I know I got. Pimp Jesus, Demonte Ty Drew, I know I got. Mr. Big 200, James Shrimp Fajitas. And Dante Jaron 23. Dwayne Piazza. We got, I know I got Eric Leno was the first channel membership earlier. So yeah, everybody, all my gold card and everybody that tuned in to tonight's live stream. Much love and respect. Till next time. And there will be that next time. Top guys, we're out. BC saying check you. Salute. Peace. Salute. To Chandler. Bada bing. Could it be any more horrible? We lost Chandler.